Hey, Soul Family, it's Mediterranean Goddess 1111. I'm so super excited right now. Even though I was supposed to go to bed, but we won't talk about that. I will get some rest, but I have to be obedient to spirit. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you are returning, what up, Soul Fam? So, I am on here because I've been spilling the beans, right? This is the full moon time, especially because it's in Scorpio. It's a death to the old cycles. Let's release so that we can have room to receive, right? So this is the reason why I'm so hyper and like happy right now is because I could not record on my phone anymore. And you guys, I've had my channel for a year now and I've recorded on my phone. I've always just uploaded everything to YouTube and then I delete it off my phone. And that's how I do it. And I've thought about getting a hard drive because I would like to save my work, but I'm like, you know what? It's on YouTube. People are hearing it and that's all that matters, right? But I couldn't record anymore. I used my whole memory on my phone, which is like 128 gigabytes. And I'm not erasing pictures of my kids. And I just didn't feel like taking the time to upload them all to my computer. So instead of uploading them all to my computer, I was like, let me just leave them on my phone and see if I can record on my laptop. And guess what? Boom, bro. I'm so excited. Y'all, I started this channel with some index cards and my phone. So for me to be able to record on this laptop, I'm very, very thankful. Anyways, hit the like button and comment. Tell me what's up, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all my soul family. Okay? So I'm on here to spill the beans, okay? I already told you guys about my twin flame. I told you guys, I'm a mom of three. Yeah, I got three baby daddies. I got three baby daddies because I had certain issues with self-love and abandonment, right? But my boy Joey of Soul Essence, what up if you're watching? Mwah, he helped me a lot with he still helps me, you know. That's my coach. But he's more than that, right? Because you guys, as we heal and we heal each other, we develop this beautiful bond. And that's that soul family bond. So if I could help you at all, right? Check out my cards. They might help you. You can go onto my bio, or I can it takes me forever to link the link in the description. But check out my cards. They might help you. And if the cards don't, if you're not interested in that, then book a reading with me and we can get down to what spirit has to say to you. And um so what I wanted to talk about, like I said, since I already did my video about my twin flame story, which I feel pretty exposed, right? I'm seeing like moon in reverse in my mind's eye, like, which is great. It's great. It feels great, if I can just say. Because feminines and masculines watching, you guys, we're coming out of hiding. We're finding our purpose and we're embracing more and more who we are. So, damn, this is harder for me to talk about than the twin flame story. I thought, first of all, I thought it was going to be hard to talk about the karmic because I had a lot of karmics, which I'm thankful for all my karmic soulmates. They taught me so much. I just wish I didn't have, had to have kids with them. But that's okay. Some of us, that's what it is, you know? But what was even harder than the karmic soulmate to talk about is the whole twin flame story, right? That's just hard. because it goes into your root. It goes into all your chakras. You have to heal all, start working on healing all your chakras and healing your root chakra that deals with these deep inner childhood wounds. But I guess that is why, okay, so Spirit's saying that's why this is even harder to talk about than my twin flame heartbreak. Because my throat chakra was closing up on that video, on that twin flame heartbreak video. But this is even, I feel it in my heart chakra. This hurts my heart chakra, what I'm about to tell you guys. But it's a beautiful thing. So whenever I had C-sections with my kids because I was high risk pregnancy. I deal with depression, anxiety, PTSD, bipolar, but I also I have autoimmune conditions, ankylosing spondylitis, lupus, and then I also developed diabetes when I was pregnant with my kids. Okay, so I'm just giving you guys a picture. So my kids were huge. My first kid was 10 pounds. Second kid was 8.5 pounds. And me and my twin son was 11 pounds. Okay. So yeah, I had to have a C-section because I wasn't pushing that shit out. Right? And then it wasn't shit, right? It's my baby that I love so much. Let me quit clowning. Let me stop. I use humor a lot. Because laughter is medicine, right? I use humor a lot to deal with things. Anyways, so my last child, which was mine and my twins' child, he was the heaviest, 11 pounds. But I was also the oldest that I had been having children. I was like 31, right? It was very, 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 very hard on my body, which is why I thought about, abortion. Go watch my twin flame story. But I listened to my inner guidance and what Spirit was telling me personally. This isn't your story. I'm not judging you. I'm saying me personally. And I died, okay, having my son, having the C-section. I endured the C-section, but right afterwards, when I was in the recovery room, I went into what they had later called and told, what they later diagnosed as morphine-induced hypothermic shock. So what happened to me was I had a spinal tap, right? So it's even more than an epidural because the epidural does the waist and below, the needle in the spine. The epidural is the needle in the spine where they put the anesthetics to be able to numb so that they can cut you and you can still remain awake. Okay? That's traumatic as it is. When they do the spinal tap, it's the same thing, but they do it at a higher vertebrae so that it affects all the way up. So I can move my cervical vertebrae, but that's it. I couldn't move my arms. I couldn't move anything. The morphine that was in the medication, I mean, they don't really know if I had an allergic reaction to it, but either way, when you're on morphine, your blood vessels dilate, and so you lose body heat fast. Okay. So they were supposed to keep me warm. They were supposed to keep a lot of blankets on me after surgery, knowing that I'm a high risk pregnancy, autoimmune conditions, having a spinal. I'm starting to shake, you guys, telling this story. I hope this is helping somebody. It's helping me, anyways. So they were supposed to keep me warm. And so what happened was after being cut on and being in surgery, I was very, very sick and very freezing. And I went into, because I lost all my body heat from the morphine and my blood vessels being dilated and not being my body heat, my body couldn't maintain homeostasis. So I needed blankets and I wasn't being, I guess, cared for properly. Um, so anyways, what ended up happening was I died. Okay. And honestly, it wasn't scary. The trauma of feeling cold, I guess that's probably why I was shivering just now, because the hypothermia, with the hypothermia, you get so cold, right? You're so cold that you feel hot almost. Like, have you ever touched hot water and it almost felt cold? That's how your body feels. So it's like you have a complete drop in body temperature to the point where you're so cold that you feel hot. And so that's why there's stories of like people that are hiking in the mountains that get hypothermia. And what they do is they immediately get naked. They're hot. They want to get undressed. And so my mother ended up, she was the only one that was there with me after, finally, because I was there by the nurses and then the anesthesiologist, and then my mom came. And I wanted my mom to go with my son, but she was very worried about me. She said she wouldn't leave. And I'm freezing now telling the story. Holy crap. So, anyways, this is what I remember, guys. I remember being so fucking hot that I was like, I guess my mom said I was talking delirious, but this is what I remember. I remember being really hot and telling them, can I take my clothes off? And they were like, no. And I was like, I need ice chips. And they were like, you just came out of surgery. You cannot have ice chips. That's all I remember of that. But my mom said that I was just talking delirious and crazy, where they had to give me um like an Ativan or something like that to calm me down. And then she said that I finally calmed down, but then I kept being thirsty and wanting to get naked, which that's the part I kind of remember. And then that's when I had died, because my heart rate dropped, my body temperature dropped, and this is what I remember. I'll tell you what I remember, and then I'll tell you what my mom said. So what I remember is I saw the ocean in front of me, and there were like different families playing in the ocean, like different people. It was like a guy was over here swimming, and then like another woman was over here swimming, and then like a woman with her child on one of those float rafts. we're swimming over here, and everybody was like so peaceful and like so happy, and like it was like so peaceful and homey and like so relaxing, like a Bahamas vacation or something. And I was walking towards the water, and I was almost at the water. And when I was about to like touch my toes into the water, I heard my mother scream my name. And she's like, Sarah! And it reminded me, like, I literally stopped in my tracks because I wanted to go in the water, right? But when I heard that, it came from like back here. And when I heard that, it reminded me of like being a little kid, and like I was about to do something and I could get hurt, and my mom was like very, very, not that I could get hurt, but like she was protecting me, right? It was like that protective, like, no, like, no, little kid, like I'm a little kid, and my mom was, so when I heard that, I immediately stopped and I didn't get in the water, and I just stopped for a second. Then when I didn't hear her again, I didn't even look back. I just stopped for a second, and then when I didn't hear her again, I started walking towards the water, and I was like almost close in there, and I wanted to get in there so bad. And she again, Sarah, like that. And I was like, I wanted to be like, what the fuck? I'm just being honest. I wanted to be like, but the second time I turned, and I was like, and I turned and I looked, and I'm like, what? I remember saying, what? Because although she caught my attention on the second time, really, I wanted to say, what, mom? Like what? Because she was calling me so urgently. It was very urgent. So I had to respond to her. But you guys, that ocean was so peaceful. I didn't want to respond to her. I wanted to go in there. But I'm glad I didn't. Because although that is paradise, I have my beautiful children. And this is my purpose. My purpose is to be a beautiful goddess, to love herself, to teach others how to love and accept themselves, to give downloads from spirit, because I am that high priestess, that God ambassador to you guys, and to leave a legacy of love for my children, to love and forgive my twin flame, to overcome karmic cycles. So I wasn't done yet. So that's why I'm here. And I want you guys to know that I love you. And I'm happy to have you as a soul family. And I'm happy that I took the step of faith to make this channel. And I hope it continues to grow. And I hope it continues to bless all of you guys that watch. And I hope this message goes out around the world. And if you want a healing energy reading session, email me. If you want to just connect with me, comment, email me. I love you guys so much. Peace.